Greetings everybody, it's Ramona here again from Connect to Your Angels. I've just come back from a wonderful holiday with my family, and here we are, Labor Day weekend, celebrating the quote-unquote end of the summer. It is both, I guess, sad in a way and yet very exciting, because if you're like me, I have always equated September with the beginning of the new year instead of January. I don't know, I guess it's just from all those years of going to school, getting excited about going back, meeting your friends again, learning new things. So I'm very pumped up about this September. I have to say, I have a lot of things in the works, so I'm excited to get that going, to kind of get my routine back. And as much as I love my kids, I'm kind of glad they're going to be, going back to school. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. So in light of this being kind of the end of the summer, we're still feeling kind of freewheeling, fun-loving, a little mischievous maybe, and I thought I would continue or do this week's reading with the fairy decks. So here they are. So this is going to be the reading for September 2nd to the 8th. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. All right, let's shuffle them up and see what we have. Oops. All right, so Monday, Tuesday. Ooh, I bet you're going to like this. Debt paid off. There it is, debt paid off. And I'll read to you what it says on here. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. How lovely for that. And this is not just financial wise. I have a feeling a lot of you out there have been doing some work, like I've been talking about in the past videos, about releasing and getting rid of some of that karmic debt maybe that you're carrying around with you. And it's about, you've been getting rid of those things that are not really serving you in any capacity. So getting rid of those feelings of unforgiveness, maybe some anger, some guilt, those types of things. So now that you've released that, it's like your debt, or if you want to use that word, has sort of been cleared, and you are feeling much freer and just not carrying that burden around with you anymore. So that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you are still working through that process and it's being difficult, don't give up. Don't give up, because I'll tell you right now, anything worth doing in life is hard, okay? It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to go through some, difficult things, but when you get through to the other side, it is so worth it. So stick with it, please, and thank you, okay? Middle of the week, we have practice, practice, practice. And that just gave me flashbacks to when I was younger and I used to take piano lessons, and, my parents would always be on my case. You have to practice, practice, practice. But like I said, anything worth doing in life isn't easy. It comes with a degree of challenge. So it's the same thing with practicing something, right? But I'll read you what it says. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So, you young folks out there today kind of have this feeling like, when I first try something, I should be great at it. Well, no, anything, if you haven't done something before, how can you expect to be good at it? So you are going to have to practice things over and over and over and over and over to get to a level where you feel confident with whatever that skill might be. So for right now, some of you might be kind of, going into a situation where you're feeling uneasy, you're a little bit worried about it, you're suffering some anxiety, and I will tell you that the angels say the best way to quell that anxiety is to practice. The more you practice something, the more confident you'll feel. The more confident you are, then that will make your uneasiness go away. So as much as you might not like the process, it is worth the effort at the end of the day. So keep going with that, keep practicing. And also that goes for you light workers out there that are coming out of the spiritual closet. Practice every day, whether that's whatever your craft might be. If you're doing healing work, make sure you're doing your self-healing work. So example, if you're a Reiki practitioner like I am, it's important to do self-healing on yourself, or use it on your plants or your pets or your kids or whatever. But always be practicing your craft. If you are working with oracle cards, do some readings for other people, or if that's not an option for you right now, at least read your own cards. Pull your cards for the day and see what the messages are and see how you interpret them. And again, don't be running to the little booklet that comes with the deck. Try to work on your ability to understand the card meanings and what those meanings show up like for you. So notice when you pull out the cards, are you drawn to a certain color in the card? Is it a certain symbol in the card? What is your eye drawn to, or what thoughts immediately pop into your head, and work based on that instead of feeling like you need to run to the little, guidebook that comes with the cards, okay? So practice, practice, practice. And with that practice, like I said, you will feel more confident, and that will remove any feelings of hesitation or anxiety that you might have regarding a certain situation. All right, so into the weekend. Ooh, love life, ooh la la. There we have cute little fairies, and the message is a lot of you right now are questioning what's going on in your romantic life, but the message is that it is now changing for the better. So that's great. And part of that comes with that shedding process of realizing what's not working for you, right? If you know you're in a relationship right now with somebody and they are not really for you, be willing to release that. And I know it's difficult because we feel like, well, if I get rid of that, I don't know what's out there for me, right? Maybe, this person isn't great, but it's better than being on my own. A lot of people will say that to me. But what I want to tell you is, if something in that relationship isn't working and you ask your angels for help with it, they'll do one of two things, okay? If that person is meant for you and to be a part of your life, then they'll fix whatever that broken part is, right? But if they are not for your highest good, they will help you shed that relationship very easily, and then they do something great. They bring you something even better than what you got rid of. So you never have to worry about being left high and dry. That's not gonna happen, all right? So, be willing to release is really what they're saying. If something isn't working out for you, there's always going to be something better around the corner. And you've probably heard that saying, when God closes a door, he opens a window. Same idea. So don't worry about getting rid of something that's not for your highest good. Why should you have to settle? You shouldn't have to settle at all. So keep working with your angels, keep, asking for their guidance, and see where that takes you. Okay? So that's the reading for the week of September 2nd to the 8th. And I want to also just remind you about International Angel Day coming up. This was something that Doreen Virtue created in the wake of the 9/11 tragedy, when a lot of people were having a hard time sort of coping with everything that had happened. So every year in September, we celebrate International Angel Day. Yay! And angel therapy practitioners like me around the world host workshops to teach other people about their angels and how life can be so much better when you actually start working with them. So I will be hosting a workshop on September 21st. It's the afternoon between 1 and 4 p.m. And this year's workshop I'm actually going to do in Edmonton, Alberta. Even though I live in Calgary, I'm going to be doing the workshop in Edmonton. And it will be at the Glen Rose Rehabilitation Hospital. And the information is on my website, www.connecttoyourangels.com. So you can go there to get more information. And we are going to have a great afternoon, guys. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to do some meditation work. We are going to, or I'm going to help you learn your guardian angel's names so you can start working with them on a personal level. And we're going to talk about the archangels and all their specialties, so that not only can you work with your guardian angels, but you can also work with the archangels depending on what you are working through at different points in your life. And you will learn what they feel like for you, because they all kind of have a different vibration. So we're going to do a really beautiful meditation that will help you experience what their presence feels like, and we're going to do all kinds of other stuff. And all the participants who come will be entered into a draw for a very cool angel prize that I'll be giving out at the end. And also, we will be donating a portion of the proceeds to the Southern Alberta Flood Relief Fund to help out people who have suffered all the horrible devastation from the terrible flooding that happened in Alberta this past summer. So I hope you can join me. Just so you know, space is limited. The room we have booked is not very big, so if you are interested, I encourage you to register sooner than later, and you can do that by calling 403-312-1556, or you can send me an email, and I'll put up the email address at the end of this video. All right, so lastly, I just wanted to finish off the video by letting you know, not only am I an angel therapy practitioner, so if you are enjoying these videos but want something more personal and specific to you, I do readings by email, by Skype, and by, of course, in person here if you're in the Alberta area, in-person videos, in-person readings. And all the information about my services are on my website, and again, I'll put that information up at the end. But as I was saying, I'm also a Reiki master, and Reiki is a great tool to help you in all kinds of things. So for example, if you have an existing medical condition and maybe you're looking for some relief with that, and not seeing it through the traditional avenues of medicine, or want to complement ongoing treatment that you're already receiving, Reiki is a great complementary therapy, and it can work in conjunction with all kinds of pre-existing medical issues. So there's no worry about there being any kind of interaction. So Reiki can help with that. Maybe you're perfectly healthy, but you have challenges with sleep, or all of a sudden you're noticing you're putting on unwanted pounds. So Reiki can help with that. Also, sometimes people, I understand life throws us a lot of curveballs, and maybe you are struggling with how to approach some of the challenges that have come your way, and you're just not sure which way to turn. You might even be experiencing some feelings of being lost or even hopelessness. And yes, Reiki can even help you with that. And then there are those who are looking to deepen their own spiritual connection. And Reiki is wonderful for that, and many, many, many more things. But that's just sort of a really quick preview of some of the things that Reiki healing can help with. So if you're interested in that, also please visit my website, because Reiki is not only something that can be done, one-on-one in person, but it can be done at a distance as well. So I invite you to visit my website, and I'll put up the information. Here it is. It's Connect to Your Angels. And there's the website there, and my email address. So write that all down. Remember, it's the number 2, not the word 2. And you can get all the information on my website on how you can work with me one-on-one, because I would love to help you. That is what I'm here for. I'm on this journey, on this walk this time, to be of help and of service to others. So I hope you can visit me at the workshop. It'd be great to connect with you in person. And if not, then maybe we can connect through the powers of the internet. That would be lovely too. So I wish you all a beautiful week. Happy September. Enjoy this last week, Labor Day, for all of my friends in Canada and also the US. Enjoy the Labor Day weekend. And I hope to see you all here next week. Thanks.